Okay, I'm back. This is just going to be another quick video. I just wanted to check the heatsink. If you were in the last, if you watched the last video, you'll see that this Xbox actually came back to life as a miracle, and it overheated. And part of that could be because it's not assembled properly. Obviously, it doesn't have the shroud and everything directing airflow across the heat sinks and all that. So I'm not expecting it to operate. I'm not sure where that just came from. That's a part of the... Okay, well, I wonder if that could have been part of our problem there. Is that clamp? I'm not sure that clamping pivot portion of that was in the right spot. As you can see, that thermal paste is on there and it had a nice spread, and I believe it to be working well. I don't know that anything more needs to be done there. I suppose it doesn't hurt, since I have it off right now, to just give it one tiny little dab. Of MX6. It certainly doesn't need much, if any, but I figure if I'm in there anyways, I don't think there's a need to clean it all off, because I was only just in there recently. That's already fresh. But I will add that little extra. And I'm hoping that clamp wasn't on there properly. And having this X clamp tool is definitely something nice to have when working with these X clamps. I was never a fan of these X clamps, even when it's, I mean, that actually, you know what, I'm gonna like to think that possibly that little dimple in the middle of that clamp, which would give it most of its strength, and I can see it positioned in both now properly, that it would be what gives this clamp most of its clamping force. It's sprung around that to, without that in its right place, it would not have the proper pressure across those four corners. And something as little as that could easily cause that problem. There isn't some new thermal paste in there right now. Now that I have this all out and that this motherboard actually works again, I'm going to get some isopropyl alcohol, some paper towel. I'm going to give this thing a nice wipe down and clean. I'm going to reassemble. I'm going to wash the case and everything that it came with. It needs some attention. I'm going to just clean all that stuff and reassemble this thing. And let's see what happens. So I'll see you guys in the next video. But yeah, that was removing it. Removing the heatsink, applying some fresh thermal paste, and we're going to do some more testing with this. Let's see how much more we can make this thing. And yeah, let's see if we can't get this thing to play games again. Right now it boots. It didn't do that before. Next step is to see if we can make it play games again. So it needs a lot of work before that. This thing has never even been modded, I don't believe. This thing probably died before those mods. Not to say that the DVD drive, that's probably modded. The early days were us modding the DVD drive here. This is most likely modded. It's a Hitachi. That is like, yeah. So this is the oldest one. The oldest drive, the oldest motherboard. This is vintage Xbox 360 stuff here. So I'm gonna check to see what is my best method for modding this thing. Probably throw a mod in it if I can get it to boot and boot stable and actually just play some games. I'll just use my original games for now to see if I can get them running again. And if it can reliably play some games and stuff, I'll probably throw a mod in this thing and let's let's see what we can do with it. I don't know if there's an HDMI kit out for this. I haven't looked into that, but I don't know that this is worth that much time or money as an investment, because like I said, I got much better ones around here. I don't know if I feel comfortable selling this Xbox. It's with the known reliability problems that Xboxes have, this being the oldest revision. Although, you know, I don't know that right now that this thing isn't more reliable than it ever has been. So we'll see if that X-clamp fixed anything. It's not really running yet, but with those capacitors out of there, I have faith that this thing would last longer than it was on its day it was built. So it's better now than it was then, I believe. So let's see how much better we can make it. So join along in the next few videos, because that's what I plan to do. So thanks for watching this one if you did, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See you later.